Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos for you every Tuesday. Today's video is my Q3 planning update. So my Q2 came a little bit late, and my Q3 is, I call right on time, but you might call a little bit early because Q3 doesn't exactly end till the very end of September, and we're almost to the end of September. I wanted to make sure to get this one in on time as we cruise into the end of the year, and I have so many big launch videos coming up for you and my special end of the year videos where I always do my top 5 daily, my top 5 weekly, my planner awards, which I think I am going to redo, and my top 5 goal planners. So it's all the really busy end of the year. Wanted to make sure to get in my Q3 planning update, and I remembered to include some things that I did not include in my last update. I did not show you my content planner in my last update, and I did not share with you my journals that I write in every single night. So we're going to get into those two. First, we'll go over my basic daily planners and weekly, and then we'll hop into those other ones that are used. Honestly, my content planner is used every day too, and my journals are also. If you are not new here, then you probably already know I have been in my Erin CONDREN vertical for my weekly. I have been in my Planner Perfect for my daily and scripting, and this has really been morphing in a different direction. It has morphed more into scripting, and I will talk a little bit more about that. Whereas before I was using kind of a page for my daily lists and scripting, but I went back to using Trello for kind of like all of my lists, and that is just working right now for keeping my brain organized. I will be popping in a short video clip showing you my Trello screen and how I use it in here also when we get to the daily. First, let's just look at my weekly, and then we will talk about the daily. Erin CONDREN weekly just works for me. If you have followed me for any amount of time, then you probably know I've almost been in an Erin CONDREN for my weekly for almost 3 years now. It just works for me well with my brain. I like how I can add some of her stickers for pops of color. This year I've added more stickers because the layers design does not have a lot of bright color or any design element on the weekly page, and I missed that. And I didn't love how the little calendar of the month was here versus having like a design element there with colors. So I've added more stickers this year. They are all from Erin CONDREN, and I actually have an entire video about why I sticker my planner for the whole year all at once before I even start using it. And I will try to remember to link that video down in the comments here. That one was filmed pretty recently too. But this is what all my planning looks like in my Erin CONDREN. My top box is still the same. That is pretty much my appointments or really important things that need to happen that day. So appointments, errands, or just something that absolutely must get done that day. I used to keep it for appointments or errands only. But as many days I don't have appointments or errands, and so I have let it be just really important things in there too. And I am filming this, today is September 10th, since I try to film my videos early when I can to get them edited and up ready. And so you'll see this is kind of how my future planning looks in here. I do go in and write important events. Timed appointments do get put in here. And then beyond that, only if I think of something big, but that's probably really going on my Trello list right now. And so it's probably not going in here. Holidays always get more stickers. I really do love the Erin CONDREN holiday stickers. They make me happy. I do order the Erin CONDREN sticker sheets throughout the year. When I see ones I like, when I'm making an order, I just throw a couple sticker sheets in. And that way, when I'm ready to sticker my planner for the next year, I really already have like every sticker sheet that I could need. And then I also use her 1 monthly collection sticker book along with those sticker sheets. And that is where these little guys come from, because there's a page for every month. Let me grab one and show it to you. This is her most recent designer sticker book. Now, she comes out with a new one near the end of every year. And since I use the academic planner and I sticker my planner before I start using it, before it starts in July, I use this year's sticker book, the 2020, for my 2020-21 planner. And then her 2021 sticker book doesn't come out till the end of this year. This is what the monthly collection sticker book, this is edition 5, looks like. There is a page for every month in here. And it just flows with the ERIN CONDREN colors. It flows with the holidays and the seasons. And that is why I like it. I really love it for that reason. So I just thought that's see where all those stickers came from. I order several of these for every year because sometimes I like to pop them into like my power sheets. I've popped them into a journal before, but I've definitely used them in my power sheets. So, and I actually might use like 2 books to do my planner because some of these stickers might be doubles. So I like to have a couple of these books per year. But that is my ERIN CONDREN weekly. My weekly sits on my office desk and it just is basically my guide for the week. It sits there on whichever side of the week I'm on, folded over like this so it doesn't take up a lot of room, and I just flip it when I get to the other side of the week. And it's just kind of like my guiding light because I can look in the top box and see if we have any appointments or big things for the week. And then I can kind of look where other things need to fall, like what day do I need to do for filming that week? What day do I need to put my editing on? And working around things for my boys and homeschooling. And so this is still working for me. I love it because of the colors. I love it because the stickers add a pop with the colors. And just the flow of the 3 boxes has worked for me for 3 years. Now, sometimes I will add in what I did for a workout, but most of the time not. I don't always track my workouts in here. And sometimes I will add a temperature in down here, but not all the time either. So you'll see. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. So I like having the bottom section there, but it's not always used. All right. Let's jump into Planner Perfect. If you have been around here, you know I have done a couple videos up here on YouTube. I did an initial one where I told all my thoughts and why I was moving into this method. So if you're interested in hearing that, that has this book in it. It was the first month I was officially starting in the Planner Perfect TNs, but I did try out the scripting method and tried out using a traveler's notebook. For the whole month of June, I just grabbed a traveler's notebook I already had, and I talk all about that in my video. You definitely do not have to buy her products to do her scripting method. Her products are just beautiful, but you can use any traveler's notebook you have or any coil-bound notebook you have. I even used my ERIN CONDREN coil-bound while I was trying out this system also, and then I eventually pulled out a traveler's notebook I had too. If you are not familiar with scripting, it is basically about writing out your intentions for the day, but more in sentences and how you want the day to go and what you want your day to look like and entail. And also working into that things that you enjoy and you love and that you want to happen and things that are important for you, to you in your life. And it's just really about being more intentional about your days. And I will flip through here while I talk and thinking beyond a to-do list. And if you are interested, I would highly recommend you go watch Jenny Penton's videos over on Planner Perfect. She has many motivational videos on her YouTube channel and her IGTVs. And you can see here, I'm doing a lot more scripting my entire day versus in my other books where every single day I would generally script on one side and then I would do like a timed schedule and then a list. Now, I might go back to that because I still got a good amount of scripting in, a page per day, and then I could look at my time schedule for the day and I could look at my list for the day. And that worked really well for me too. But I really wanted to try scripting my full days. You journal them out the night before is generally what you do, but you can do it the morning of if you're behind. Sometimes I'm scripting them out midday, or sometimes it ends up being a journal. Very few days that happens, but if I haven't scripted it, it has ended up being a journal. Now this day I did script one page again and put my timeline and my to-dos here. And I did the same thing on this day. But I was trying out just fully scripting on some of these days. And so this system is just still morphing for me, but it's something that I am really enjoying and noticing has made a difference in my life and the way I think about my days. I see myself continuing on in this for the foreseeable future right now. I have started making my lists in Trello. I'm going to pop that video in here. I'm going to show you my Trello board and we're going to talk about it here and why it makes so much sense for me right now to keep my lists in there. I have previously used Trello. I have a whole video about it on my channel. I will link it up here down below in the description box for you. And so this was just going back to something I had already used before. My boards were already set up. I was just feeling really overwhelmed with my lists and kind of like rewriting my lists every day, things that got carried over. And I was like, why don't I just go back to Trello? With my channel work, with homeschool, with, you know, just being a mom and running the house, but also having this part-time gig, my lists were just, they were getting out of control and they were haunting me. And honestly, that going back to Trello has helped me so much and has also freed up my Planner Perfect more for scripting. And I really like the feel of that. So I'm going to pop that Trello video in here. Okay, let's jump into what my Trello looks like on my computer, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is my actual Trello board that I am using right now today. Now, this is also available or visible on my phone and it syncs to each other. And that's another reason why I love it. So does Google Keep. And I love that, like I said, for lists and grocery lists and lots of other things. But keeping track of my to-dos, Trello just works better for me because of the movability of each item. Let's look in here right now. And I'm changing these categories as my life changes and as I see fit. So it's just super easy to change the name of the category and to move things around. This is my today, and I've been putting everything in today that I kind of want to do. But let's say something's not going to get done today. I can already tell that. I simply move it to tomorrow, and I kind of move it in the list where I want it to go tomorrow. Or if something's not even going to be done today or tomorrow, and I decide it's going to be later this week, then I can move it. Like I'm filming this Trello video for my Q3 right now. If I wasn't going to do that today, I could move it to later this week. Now, since I am doing this right now, I can go to here and I push archive and that makes my card be deleted. Now, I am not a Trello aficionado by any means. I'm just showing you what works for me. I haven't researched a lot of the tricks. There are a lot of like tricks and different things available, and I know like shortcuts in Trello, and I just haven't even taken the time to do that because this basic setup works so well for me. So I have my ongoing to-do list basically here. Then I can move things into this week if I think I want to get it done this week. I can move things to today. I can move things to thinking about tomorrow. This is just what's working with my brain now. I have changed these top categories many times over throughout my time using Trello. Right now, I had not been in Trello for several months, but I just knew I needed to jump back in. And the minute that I did, it just calmed my whole mind because I feel like everything I need to work with can be on this one board. And you can assign things different colors. Now, I'm not going to go too into depth here and into all my other boards. You can make more than one board. Okay, this is my this week board. These are my other boards. I'm not using my other boards at this time, but I did use them in the past when I was utilizing Trello. I made a big long video all about Trello when I first got into it. I will link that down below in the description in case you're interested and you want to see that more in depth. I am mainly a paper planner. But you guys, when I have to rewrite my to-do list over and over and constantly be moving stuff like that, it was just not feeling productive to me at this point in my life. And like I said, I've quit using Trello and then went back to all paper for several months. So it just kind of depends on whatever I need in my season. I'm never afraid to just be like, this is what I need in my season right now. And when I don't need it or I need to change it, then I just do that. Whatever organically feels right to me, whatever relieves the most stress, takes the least time out of my life and allows me to get everything out of my brain, that's what I use at that time. Talking about color coding, right now I've always used purple for my channel, even since I started this board, so that's just in my head. So if it's channel work, it's purple. It's just kind of easy for me to see it. If it is a phone call, I've made that orange, and I've kind of put those all together on one day. That way I can like sit on my phone and for 1 hour, knock out these important phone calls that I need to make. Put all my phone calls together. Then I've made, sometimes I really haven't been utilizing this, but this is still here from like a week or more ago. So I really haven't been utilizing this. Mainly I just look at my content planner for what I'm doing on Instagram that day. But if it feels like a day when I'm not going to be at my desk a lot and I really need to know what I'm going to be posting on Instagram that day, then I will put those reminders in here and I will make that pink for Instagram. Or if I even want to move that to today, I can, to be like in my day. That's what I need to do. So I can think ahead, need help from my husband, things I need him to do, need help from my son. And if I needed any other lists, you just keep adding on lists. And then you can also move the order of your list. So if I wanted my Instagram to be here, my channel to be there, I kind of like my today to be in the middle. That's why I put that in the middle. I can kind of look to tomorrow. I can still see my channel to-dos that I'm not going to be working on today. So those are just my to-dos I want to get done. But when I really want to put them in my day, then I will move them to my day. But they're not going to be happening today, so they're not moved here. I had been trying something where I always put my top 3 up here and I made them a different color, but I haven't been real good at that in the past few days. But that's also something else that I have done and kind of makes them stand out, top 3, and make them a certain color. So I like that too. Green was my color for top 3, and it was kind of like what had to be done today. Like green, like go. That's what it meant to me. These are your first things to do. Go, move on them. And then you can put them up there. I just love that even throughout the day, if I decide, yeah, this isn't that important, but I might still have time to get it done, I move it to the bottom of my list. And then I can move back like up the most important things, you know? It's just so nice to be able to move everything around that way, see it all. And then also when I'm in the kitchen or I'm in bed or I'm not even at home or I'm in the backyard, or I'm on a walk and I think of something, I can just pick up my phone, type it in here on my big to-do list, and boom. That's also how I use Google Keep. Oh, I have that up here. I might as well show you. I had been keeping my lists in here and trying to do my weekly lists in here. So this is just still left. But as I told you how I couldn't move things around the same as Trello, you know, to different lists, it wasn't working for me. And maybe I just haven't figured out how to do that. But you guys, if there's a way to like move this one item on this list to some other list on Google Keep, tell me. I have not Googled it or tried to figure it out. Because honestly, as you can see from my to-do list, and this doesn't even list homeschool or housework. So I don't generally put in housework on here. Like if I'm going to, you know, every day I do a load of laundry pretty much. And I vacuum on certain days, you know, and every day you've got to clean the kitchen and make food. I don't put that on my daily list generally unless it's something out of the norm. So if it's out of the norm, then I stick it on here. But if it's kind of like, if it flows with my normal flow of the day, then I remember it. If it's something that I think I won't remember, then I do put it on this daily list. But Google Keep, I do still use for like food that I want to just be remembering to get that week, or food that I think this is food that I was like, we need to eat up this week. That's what I think this list was. Yeah. You can pin lists to go at the top. That's what these are. These are pinned. So that was food we wanted to use up this week. I keep an ongoing Target list, an ongoing just big grocery list, no matter which store I go to. If I want to look for that stuff at the store, I'm keeping a Black Friday list, things I might want to look at, just check on Black Friday online. I'm not a big Black Friday shopper and I won't be going out anywhere. But just, and this doesn't mean I'm going to buy all this, because I'm not the type of person who's like, we're going to buy everything on Black Friday. It's most likely we probably won't even buy any of it, but maybe one thing. But it's just things that have popped into my mind. Power hour for when I get extra time and I'm like, you know what, I could knock out some bigger things, some things that don't fit in my normal day. Ongoing Home Depot list for just whenever I go. That helps me so much. And I've like made that orange to go with Home Depot so it sticks out. This is also on my phone. So this is something that's been ongoing for a long time, as has Trello, but it's just off and on how often I've been using Trello for my daily planning. And right now, while I'm scripting in my Planner Perfect, it just works perfect for me to use Trello because I can be scripting and writing out my days, but I can still have a to-do list, but a movable to-do list. And my to-do list, like I said, we're just getting out of hand between, you know, channel work mixed in with normal life things. Oh, red, I did not mention, that's any errand. So it stands out red, I guess because I don't like to do errands, so maybe that's why I made it red. Red, I have to leave the house. The aqua blue is kitchen stuff, so baking, cooking, anything I need to do in the kitchen, whether that would be for fun, like this cake, if I ever get to it, or if it's like actually something I need to do for like a meal prep to remember, that would be aqua on my daily. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how I've been using this. Some other ideas, if you don't go watch my other Trello video, you can do a year at a glance like this, where if you want to, I thought just add in big things to like remember launch dates and stuff like that. This could be just for my channel, but you could also put it for, you know, appointments or vacations or things you're thinking of with your family. And then if they don't happen that month, you can move them around. Or it could be to record memories. And then at the end of the year, you have all those memories. See, I started this and the only thing I put on there was National Planner Day. It was in August. So this was not something I utilized. It was something I thought might be helpful, but I did not utilize it. The list, I haven't even looked at this in a long time. Guess I had a big clean out list, an ongoing Amazon list, summer doctor appointments to make, and assignments for like my husband and son. So that I'm not utilizing this. I honestly haven't looked at this since sometime in 2019. Let's see. Content, I haven't looked at this since sometime in 2019. This was when I would come and put my content planning on here. So planning Instagram for each day on here and then moving it around as it didn't happen. But to me, the content planner I'm using right now, the Muji, is just, it's working so well. And unless if it gets super messy and out of sorts, then I can come on here and use it. But this was all my ideas and then I would place them, you know, where they go. But I really have been liking my Muji, so I'm just not utilizing that board right now. A channel board, these were just ideas to work on and just things to keep, like basically a brain dump for my channel. But I have not even looked at that since sometime in 2019 either. So this is really the only board I'm utilizing right now. Google Keep, if you want any other ideas of what I keep on here. Things I wanted to get done in the summer, since that's when I have more time with not homeschooling. A constant ongoing Sprouts list for when we go there. A Kroger list, because we get things there that aren't at Sprouts. I keep my favorite Torchies order written down because that is something I cannot remember. And I got that Torchies order from Miranda at Live Free Miranda on Instagram. And it really is the best taco I've ever had in my entire life. So if you want to write it down, it's green chili pork, missionary style with extra pickled onions. You guys, I didn't even know what that was when I was ordering it, but Miranda swore by it. And I was like, you know what? I haven't found a taco at Torchies that I just absolutely loved. I really hadn't. And so I was like, but everyone raves about Torchies and I love their queso. Don't get me wrong. Their queso is the best. But I had not found a taco I loved. And so when she posted that on Instagram stories, I typed it in here. And the next time we went on a date, I just literally read that out loud and had no idea what I was getting. And it was the best thing ever. And now I am so craving that. I think that's where our next date needs to be. Anyway, and they always have the outside eating areas, which I love right now during COVID. And it's finally cooling off. So in Texas, we could eat outside without sweltering. Well, kind of. Anyway, okay, I've gone on and on. I'm sure you guys probably don't want to see anymore, but this is just, it's like random notes, basically. And it's just to help me remember things. And every once in a while, I probably need to go through here now and clean out notes, but I just haven't. Oh, and missionary style, I didn't even know what it was. I'm sure I could have Googled it. Well, I mean, you probably don't want to Google that, but I didn't know what it meant in a taco. But now that I've eaten it, I think I know what it means. It means you have two tortillas always at Torchies, or at least in the stuff I've ordered. The inside tortilla is fried and the outside is not. So it's like this crunchy fried one and another one. I haven't had it in a while, but that's what I remember. And the whole combination of everything in that was just amazing. Okay. Anyway, so I use Google Keep and Trello on my phone and on my computer. And obviously with the way I'm raving about it, I absolutely love it. It's helped my life a lot right now. Now, are there things I would like to change about Trello? Sure. That I don't find, like, I just want to click on something to delete it a little more easily. To be able to add a color label, you have to go in here and put edit labels, and then you have to pick a color, and then it goes on. And do I want that to be easier a little bit? Yes. Like Google Keep, I feel like is easier. Like you just literally check off something you did and it goes away. But if you need it back, it's down here under the completed items. And you can even look at your completed items if you want them to show. You don't have to. I like a lot about Google Keep, but it won't let me move things from list to list. That's the big problem of why I can't use it like Trello. And I do also like, so that those are the big differences. I do also like, besides being able to move stuff from list to list as it does or doesn't happen that day, and to be able to change the order as the day goes on. Love that. I also like how you can color code it. So I do like that option. You can even put 2 colors, like it's channel work, but it's an email, and emails I put as blue or something on the computer. I'm trying to get better at really labeling things like that with a color because I feel it helps me to like batch things because I can put all my phone calls together like that. Am I perfect at it? No, but I can look at my day and be like, what can I batch together? And yellow, I don't think I've been assigned a label to yellow yet. I'm going to think about that. So I'm not going to leave that yellow. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I would love to hear your thoughts on Trello. If you want to see more about when I first started up and how I was using all the boards, I will link that video down in the description. All right, now that you have seen my Trello video, hopefully what I'm doing right now makes sense. You can see it laid out and kind of what I'm doing. And here's a flip through of my August. And I do detailed flip throughs on my Instagram of each month as we go through them. Right now, I'm really enjoying decorating with washi and stickers and taping in some of my Merry & Go Bright calendars too. But I generally do it at least a week in advance, sometimes 2 weeks. For the fall book, I almost did the whole month at once because I was so excited about fall. I do get Jenny's sub box that comes with Jenny Penton stickers, which is her personal artwork, and with her washi tape for the month. But then I also supplement with just washi tape I already have. And I have a lot from the washitapestore.com because I did a video for them. And I do have 10% off, and I will put that coupon down below for the washitapestore.com. And I also have 20% off for Planner Perfect. It doesn't matter if it's your first order. You could already be a customer, but it's a one-time use coupon, Amanda20. So you can use it once. You can even use it on a sub box. It does exclude leather. So all those coupon codes will be down in my description. So that is what I'm doing for my daily. Let's look at content. My content planner is not pretty, but it is a workhorse and it is functional. It is a Muji planner. I bought mine off Amazon, and I have been checking to see if next year's has come to Amazon yet. I don't really know of the best places besides Amazon to buy this planner. I don't utilize this beginning. It's great for anyone who needs a planner, you know, just in their normal life to have the whole year laid out. You could do habit tracking or you could do appointments and vacations, but I just don't need to utilize that for my channel. I don't utilize these months a whole lot for my channel because I do a lot of that on my clipboard, my YouTube planning, which I have shared before in my videos. And I can't really share that clipboard right now because it has too much information that's not locked in to certain dates for end of the year launches and stuff. So I can't share that, and I can't share the rest of the months in here. But we will go into my planning. So this layout has, I'll just flip while I'm talking about it, has worked the best for me for content planning for Instagram. And I also list my YouTube videos on it. But like I said, my big YouTube planning is just on printable 12-month calendars on a clipboard, on an ERIN CONDREN CONDREN clipboard on my desk. And I will try to share that. Well, I can probably show you. Let me grab it. Just the month we're on. I'm looking. Let me take something off. Okay. There we go. So I can't flip because there's videos that are not, like I said, set in stone. But this is my month. This month I plan with sticky notes because things get moved all around. I can probably show you, like looking into January, I already have a sticky note there. This particular printable set is one I just found off Etsy and I have bought for the past 2 years because I just like the streamlined design of it. And I just added some Happy Planner stickers there. I can probably show you December. So those are ideas and things that will be moved around. And as things change, they get moved around. So that's my YouTube clipboard. That has actually worked for the entire time, 3.5 years that I've been doing my channel. That's just worked for me and I have not changed it. My content planning, I have tried lots of different things. After using this Muji for this year, I will be sticking with this because it works so well for me. This layout works well for me, and I tried a Hobonichi Weeks because it has the same layout, but it's a lot smaller. I just needed more room, and I just don't love the Hobonichi paper, honestly. And I don't love having the Japanese symbols all over, personally. This is just a lot more streamlined. If we look here on weeks I haven't gotten to, the paper is really smooth. And it is just somewhere where I can scribble everything for my Instagram. So what I do is I go in, like my videos on Tuesday, I write them in red. I scribble in things where I know they're going to go on Instagram for the week or where I think they're going to go. Things move a lot. I scribble down what maybe I still need to film, what's done to go up for Instagram, ideas. So this is kind of my what's done for the week, what can go up, what needs to be filmed. And every week, as you can see, looks different. Some are messier than others. And this has just worked so perfectly for me. I'm buying the exact same thing. Before the Hobonichi, I used the same layout in a golden coil to plan because they have this exact same layout with your week laid out like this and a blank slate on this side. And I love golden coil. You guys know that. I've used them for my daily before for a good period of time. This year, I love them. And I've used them off and on for all different things. But it was just too big for my content planner. And having a coil in the middle, I put this up on a little acrylic easel on my desk. And so I can see it even when I'm not, looking in it. And it just can sit there and kind of guide my week. And so it's small, it's portable, and the layout worked for me. The paper worked for me. I just can't say enough good things about this little Muji planner. And like I said, I've already been checking to see if it's on Amazon yet or not. Recently, I started marking out the things as I did them with a really thick black ERIN CONDREN dual tip marker. And that is because that way I can highlight what didn't get done and easily see it and move it to the next week. And when I wasn't marking stuff out with a thick black marker, it would get marked out. Let's see, I started doing that a lot recently. We'll have to go way back. Oh, I used a mild liner end to do kind of the dark gray. It would get marked out, but it was just harder to look back and see what did or didn't get done. And yeah, it looks messier when it's with a thick black marker, but it helps me to see what did or did not go up that week and what I can move to the next week. This is already what next week looks like as I'm already starting to think about it. This is Thursday of this week. I will always come in here on Saturday, generally, or Friday and move everything and look at the next week and see what's not filmed, what I need to do for Instagram. So Instagram is, a big chunk of work for me too, besides my once a week YouTube video. There we go. This is this video right there, already planned. So, and I don't write too far ahead in my videos, unless they're ones that are just set in stone, because videos are moved a lot by companies that bump launches or bump dates or change things. And so I don't write my videos too far ahead. But this planner has actually just been a huge blessing to me. If you followed me for any amount of time, you know I use this Ashley Shelley monthly planner. It's called her monthly notebook, I think, sitting on my desk on an acrylic easel as my wall calendar or desk pad. So in lieu of a wall calendar or desk pad, I use this. It's her smaller one. I believe it's 5x7. I have an affiliate link for Ashley Shelley. I actually love the lines. I love how it is small and thin. There are no extra pages except for one lined set of pages between each month. So that makes it easy to flip from month to month as I'm planning ahead. It also makes it easy for it to sit up on the acrylic easel and not be too thick. And I just don't need any extra pages. And so the way my months end up looking, these are just all of our big appointments, big things. And it sits up there like a wall calendar would. But it's just easier for me to take down, write on, change things on. So this is also a big part of my planning system. Now my journals. My journals, which I have not talked about on here for quite some time, but they are important to me. They are definitely part of my daily planning. I mean, they're not planning, but they're daily journaling. Now, I do write in my Planner Perfect journal. I did not share that on here because it's personal and I would just be sharing the cover. But the Planner Perfect sub box comes with a journal. And I have been trying to get into journaling more. Her scripting method encourages you to journal daily and really journal with intentions, journaling your dreams as if they've already come true. Listen to her videos. She's very motivating. She has motivated me to want to journal more, but I do not journal every day. I'll be 100% honest. I don't. I thought I could get into a habit with throwing it in with my scripture reading every morning because I do that pretty much every single day, but it has not become a habit. And therefore my journals are not full every single month like hers are, like a new journal comes every month, but I am journaling more. And so that's good. So I use her journal, and that's just more for like free flow journaling, your dreams, your goals, you know, working out what you want to see happen in your life and scripting as if those things have already happened. These are more like family and keeping track of what's happened. And if my family wanted to read these in the future, if my boys did, that would be fine with me. My 5-year journal, I'm on year 3 of my 5-year journal. So I'm alternating black, blue, black. I'll go back to blue and then back to black. It's just easy to tell the days. I put the high and low temperature in here every single day. I just love to look back and see at different times of the year. I mean, this was January 1st. We had 31 degrees and 11 was our low for that one year. That was really cold for North Texas. Then another year, you know, a 38, 32, and then another year, 57, 37. So there can be a big difference. And I don't know, I'm a big temperature person and I just like to see the high and the low every day. So I make sure to look on my phone and write that in there. I keep this in my bedroom and I just write in it every night. It takes no time. It's just like, what was the major things that happened in my family's life that day? Things that I want to record. And it doesn't have to be anything great or grand. It can just be normal daily things. I love being able to read back on the previous days now that I'm on the 3rd year of this. It's so rewarding. Something fun I'm doing in the back is just adding stamps that I love. As I get them, I'll take one off the stamp sheet and add it in here. So I figure at the end of 5 years, it'll be a fun stamp collection. Up front, I have printed off just some of my favorite like Katie Daisy pictures, a Mary Englebright picture, some other little things online, winter trees that I took a picture of, and a poem that I loved on there that I had posted on Instagram. I print these on my Polaroid Zip little printer. I wouldn't necessarily say that's the best printer out there. I didn't research before I bought mine over 3 years ago. Now I've heard the Canon Ivy is really good, as well as the HP Sprocket. So if you are buying one of the little printers, I highly recommend that you watch some videos on YouTube and figure out which one might be the best one, because I don't think the Polaroid Zip has like the best color. But once again, I have not compared it to the Canon Ivy or the HP Sprocket, and I bet there are some comparison videos up here on YouTube. So that's just what I put in the beginning and some other little things I printed. And that's it. I have absolutely loved this 5-year memory book. And from when I've started it, it's going to pretty much chronicle the last 5 years of my son, my oldest, in this house. And so it's going to be pretty special to me. It was done at a good time. This 5-year planner was given to me by Unbound, and I actually have a comparison video up here on YouTube. I will link it down below in the description, comparing the Some Lines a Day memory book from Leuchtturm with the Unbound 5-year journal. This one is much nicer. It also costs more, but it feels beautiful with a linen cover, and the paper feels beautiful. And I love the look of the pages here versus these pages. But I love them both for different reasons. And I talk about that in my comparison video. This one I just started a year ago. So this is my first full year in it. I started it, I think, in February of 2020. And I just wanted to write down literally like one way that I saw the hand of the Lord in my life that day. So good things that happened in my life, tender mercies, little blessings, big and little blessings, just the way in our everyday where I see the hand of the Lord in my life, those blessings he has given me and those tender mercies. And so that is what this one is for, just because I felt I wanted somewhere to be able to keep track of those. And I had this 5-year, and I just thought seeing that as a 5-year and going back and reading those from the year before would be really helpful in remembering and recognizing the things that I have been blessed with. And so these two together might seem daunting, but honestly, this is the easiest type of journaling I've ever done in my entire life. They take me about 5 minutes at night combined to do them because there's such a small space for each one. And for this one, I let myself just write just one thing, just one sentence, if that's all I have. But many days I feel myself overflowing with blessings, and I fill up like 3 different things on all the lines. But this kind of journaling has been the most gratifying journaling that I've ever done, being able to read back on the past years in this book when I'm writing out this year and my 3rd year. So I have absolutely enjoyed it. And I, plan to finish through these 2 books. And then, I don't know, don't ask me if I'm going to continue. I might take a break from the 5-year journals. It just depends on what's going on in my life at that time. But this one will be done in, 2 more years. And this one will be done. It'll be 4 more years. So I have quite a ways to go on this one. And this one, the way it's laid out, even if I took a break for a year, it would be completely fine with me because it's just picking it back up. But I do plan to continue in that right now. I'm in the habit of it. And I think with the last years of my oldest being home, I think that it's a really good time for me to document things like this. So that wraps up my Q3 planning update for 2020. I honestly cannot believe that I am saying that's it. I mean, 1 more quarter left of 2020. And we will see what happens in that update and where I am at the very end of 2020 in 3 more months, you guys. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you are all well and healthy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your mental health. And we'll see you next time. Have a good week. Bye-bye.